Alright, so in this tutorial we'll be talking about the factory pattern. And the factory pattern basically says, I want you to give me an item, return of some interface. And basically an interface is a declaration without implementation in .NET. So it's just the declaration of the methods, and you're guaranteed to have basically one of those things given to you by the factory. It's part of the creator pattern, which says, I don't know how to create this object, but if you give me information, I can create it for you and give you an implementation back with lightly coupled with an interface. So that's what we're going to do today, and that's what we're going to create here as a general C# example here. So we're going to go ahead and add some new files, as we always do. And we're going to go ahead and create a class, but it won't be a class. It's going to be an interface, and I'm going to call it convertible. Convertible. Okay. New. Check. And convertible is not. It is a interface. No constructor for you. Nope. So, as you may know, interfaces are automatically public. All of the methods therein are automatically publicly declared because, any specific details that would be protected or otherwise should be in base class and not in a interface. And that's how interfaces are defined, to be loosely coupled. So here's what we're going to do. Double convert. Convert double. Double val. It's going to have this, and basically it's going to convert something to something else. So that seems very useful, and I'll show you why. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say distance. Distance converter. Yep. Distance converter right here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and inherit from iConverter, and that should give us convert. That's mine, and it should complain that we have not implemented the methods, so we'll go ahead and do that. Public double convert double val. Now iConvertible is happy. Now granted, it's not spelled correctly, but I had to do it that way because there's another interface that it would clash with, and I don't want to get into it. And yes, I could fully qualify it, as some of you are saying, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to be lazy. It's going to be lazy. Alright, so here. This is a distance converter, and we're going to say it changes miles to kilometers. So what we're going to do is return val times 1.6. Okay? So that's simple enough. That's an easy converter. And we'll put a little comment here. Convert miles to km. Alright, that's cool. Then we're going to go ahead and create for me another one, and we'll call this temperature, if I can spell it, temperature converter right here, temperature converter, and yes, it too shall inherit from iConvertible, and now it too shall have a method called double, lowercase double, and yes, that matters, and that will go ahead and take a method. Did I call it convert? I probably did. Yep. Convert double val. It doesn't actually have to be called val, but in its declaration. So we're going to go ahead and convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. I don't really know what Fahrenheit looks like, how to spell it right now, and I don't feel like getting into it. So we're going to go ahead and return val multiplied by 9/5 plus 32.0. Alright, cool beans. And now that's done, we'll go ahead and create the factory. How'd you like that? And we'll call it measurement factory. Measurement factory. And I like that. Seems right to me. And we're going to go ahead, and it's going to have a public static method, and it's going to be static iConvertible, and it's going to go ahead and say new instance. In .NET we say new instance, and it's going to take let's see, a string, why not, description, and we're going to go ahead and switch it and on the description, and case temperature. If it is temperature, we're going to go ahead and return a new, and this is key now, temperature converter. How'd you like that? Otherwise, if it's not, we'll do a case, and that'll be distance, and then we'll return a new distance converter. Cool. And well, default is going to go ahead and return null. Okay. Now usually you'd throw exception at this point because you didn't give any valid thing, but you know, we're going to go ahead and do that. So here we go. Now get rid of the hello world here, and we're going to go ahead and read. So let's go ahead and console.writeLine, enter your measurement choice. So I'm going to go ahead and read it in. String str is equal to console.readLine. Okay. Next, console.writeLine. If I can spell here, writeLine. We're going to go ahead and we are going to enter a value to convert, and then here's the fun part. String val is equal to console.readline, yes. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to assume it's a double, but this is bad practice. But for our purposes, we'll do double parse val dot trim. Okay, so we're going to assume things like it's not null and all that other stuff, and then we're going to do this: I convertible con is equal to measurement factory dot new instance, and we're going to go ahead and pass that str in. And if con double equals null, then we're going to return. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and console.writeLine that value. So con.convert d. So let's go ahead and run that, and it should build just fine. Build successful. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and get a shell here. Go ahead and give me distance. Okay, how about 2 miles? And it works. So now we're going to go ahead and run without the bugging. We'll try it again. Enter measurement choice. I'm going to go ahead and say temperature. Here you go. And I'm going to say 100 degrees Celsius. And let's see. Didn't work, did it? Let's see why it didn't work. So let's step through with the old debugger. Obviously, this converter was null, and the reason is probably because I misspelled temperature. I probably misspelled temperature. How'd you like that? And so I'm going to go ahead and try this one more time. I'm going to go ahead. Can I do this? Paste it. Temperature. Let's go 100 degrees. And there it is. So obviously I just misspelled temperature. Or added a space, because I'm not really calling trim on my switch statement like I should. So that's the end of the tutorial on factory. Factory is very useful, and I recommend you use it when you don't know what type to return and you want to use the separation of who creates from who uses. Thank you.